So during the summer season, there's a one weekend in June, I think, where we have a big garage sale in Cookstown, where I live,
right.
and we call it a wingding, where a bunch of people from outside the community come into town, and we just set up like a big garage sale with a bunch of different things to do.
Yeah.
And then what I do is I'll sit outside my house with my piano and I'll play my songs to raise money towards sending kids to Easter Seals camps.
That's great. That's amazing. So, Kalia, if you have a message to people, if you want to get a message out, what it is to be an ambassador is to send these messages to people about what it means to be an Easter Seals kid. What's your message?
My message is that kids with disabilities are just regular kids. Even if we have wheelchairs or walkers or any equipment, we are just regular kids. And that's the whole message of Easter Seals, is helping kids be kids.
Bravo, you're going to be a great ambassador. And Tyler, you at 19 are the oldest ambassador, I think, that we've ever had. So for somebody who's grown up with disabilities, what has Easter Seals meant to you as a young adult?
So Easter Seals has helped me when I was younger. It helped me with some subsidizing costs for medical equipment I required when I was younger. Mm-hmm. And also it helped me subsidize costs to go to attend Easter Seals camps. And because I got the chance to go to Easter Seals camp, I was able to have the chance to make lots of friends and was given a chance to do something that not everyone is able to get a chance to do. And so because people with disabilities, like sometimes it's kind of impossible for them to have sleepovers. Right. So by having a chance to go to Easter Seals camp, they're able to experience what it's like to be able to have a sleepover by spending 10 days away from their parents, yes, which we all love.
Right.
And also getting a chance to hang out with old friends and make new friends.
And now you have a chance to spread that message for the year. Tyler and Kalia, great to meet you. You're going to be amazing ambassadors. Thanks to both of you. Have a great day at Telethon. And over to you, Dwight.
All right, thank you, Brent. Now, the 2014 Sochi Paralympics wrapped up just a few weeks ago, and Canada has a lot to be proud of, including 7 gold, 2 silver, and 7 bronze medals, taking us to 4th overall in total medal count. We'd like you now to meet a former Paralympic medalist who's also a former Easter Seals youth.
Hi, my name is Jason Cronin. I'm 25 years old from Owen Sound, Ontario. I'm a 2-time Paralympic medalist with the Canadian wheelchair rugby team, and I'm an Easter Seals recipient. Growing up, it was always hockey and lacrosse. The subdivision we grew up in as kids, you know, there was, I think, 10, 15 kids, so we had big street hockey games in the summer and winter, and then lacrosse, you know, we'd get together, do the same thing. Not only myself, but, you know, I have 2 brothers as well, and, you know, we were never kids who sat in the house in front of the TV. We were always outside and, you know, doing something to terrorize our parents, so. March 8th, 2003. I was playing for the Owen Sound minor midget attack. At the time, we were in semifinals for OMHA playoffs, and it was the first game of the series. We were playing a team from Riverside, just near Windsor. 3rd period, picked up the puck, and I was a defenseman, picked up the puck near our blue line, went on a rush and skating full speed, and the guy behind me just, you know, he gave me a hit and into the boards head first I went, and ended up breaking my neck and becoming quadriplegic. I had a surgery to repair my neck. I have a fusion from, I think, my 4th to 7th vertebra in my neck with bone grafts from my hip to replace a vertebra that I broke. I was in Parkwood for about 5.5 months. The other 2.5 weeks I was in critical care at University Hospital in London. It was tough, you know, being 15, you know, getting separated from your parents, your brothers, friends. I remember having a conversation with my dad maybe a weekend after I got hurt, and it was late at night, and I just said, what are we going to do with the house? Because at that point I knew what my prognosis was. You know, I was going to be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of my life. And he just looked at me, he's like, what do you want to do? I said, I want to go home. I said, I don't want to have to build, I don't want to have to move. I said, I want to go home. My parents have a split level entry, so I would only be able to access the basement, which at that time there was just 1 room, 1 bedroom, and just a small living area. So for me to be able to make use of the house, we were going to have to install an elevator. And thanks to Easter Seals, we were able to get funding for it, which is not a small expense, and you know, that was huge to me, being able to go home and, and without them, I don't know what would have happened.
That elevator got our son home. Without that elevator and Easter Seal support, having Jason home would have been delayed. And for me, Jason came home 6 days after my birthday, and that's what I wanted for a birthday gift, was to have Jason come home, and I certainly got that as a birthday gift.
And we got to be together as a family again with his other two brothers, which was very hard on them too. So for us to all be together was great.
In 2006, I started playing. I made the national team within 6 to 8 months, and it was just a whirlwind after that. I just picked up the sport so fast, and it was just like all that hockey, lacrosse stuff came back to me. I picked up the sport and just basically ran with it, and you know, just dedicated everything to it, and you know, it turned into 2 Paralympic medals, and you know, a great life experience, like once in a lifetime opportunity.
He brought tears to my eye when he got his bronze medal in Beijing. It was, we looked at each other and thought, you know, 5 years ago you could never imagine that this would have been the outcome of what had happened to him, and it was very surreal moment.
I received an email from Easter Seals asking me if I would be the guest of honor and guest speaker at their Spirit of Giving dinner. I went there, I met some kids, the ambassadors from the Easter Seals, both present and past ambassadors. You know, seeing the kids, you know, these kids they've been like this since birth. And seeing these kids, the smiles on their faces, and you know, I met these two little guys, and you know, they're joking around with me, and they didn't want to give me my medal back, and you know, seeing the smiles on their faces, and after that I was like, you know, if there's anything I can do, I want to be involved with this organization.
And joining us now is Jason Cronin. Jason, great to see you. Thank you so much for being with us here today. You've been working with Easter Seals for a couple of years now. You weren't born with a disability. It's something that happened later in life, and we saw in the video. How did that impact you?
You know, being 15, you know, last thing you think is going to happen is acquiring spinal cord injury. You know, it was a major adjustment, but you know, my friends and family, you know, they got me through it, and great support system at home, and you know, just the amount of support and the you know, personal determination to get through it.
And you've had an incredible Paralympic career. Talk about that. You've represented us around the world.
Yeah, you know, I represented Canada in 2008 in Beijing, in 2012 in London. 2 great teams to compete with, you know, capturing bronze in 2008 and silver in 2012. And, you know, you can't even describe the experience. You know, some people are lucky. I was lucky to be able to do it twice, and just absolutely incredible.
And for those folks watching at home thinking about donating to Easter Seals, you are now part of the Easter Seals family. Why should they pick up that phone?
Easter Seals was a big reason I was able to go home. You know, from the video of the elevator going in the house, medical supplies, equipment, everything. It's not cheap. It's very expensive, and you know, giving these kids the opportunity, whether it's for sports equipment, household equipment, medical expenses, it gives them a chance to you know, lead an absolute normal life, and they can forget about having disability.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for representing us on the world stage, Jason. Diane, over to you.
Thanks, Dwight. When your child is born with a serious disease, life becomes about living every day to the fullest. And that's exactly what Stella and her family are doing. An Easter Seals moment brought to you by CIBC.
This is Stella, a typical little girl. Just ask her mom.
She loves to paint, she loves to color, she likes stickers, she likes Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, she likes to go to nursery school, she likes to go for walks, she likes to torment her brother.
Stella was born on April 21st, 2010, and appeared to be healthy. But at about 6 months of age, her parents, Sarah and Miles, found she wasn't achieving expected milestones, like crawling. Stella was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA. It's a disease that destroys the nerves that control voluntary movement, like crawling, walking, head and neck control, swallowing, and even breathing. It's a fatal disease with no timeline. Some with it pass away at an early age, while others live into adulthood. All afflicted by SMA get weaker over time. So what do Stella's parents want for her right now?
Just about as normal a life as we could possibly give her. So that's basically baseline for us, is just, you know, keep her having a normal childhood. And then beyond that, it's just making sure that she's as comfortable as possible at all times as well, and not feeling like her disability is an issue. So.
Stella's equipment list is extensive, and Easter Seals has been there to help with the cost, including a ramp and their porch lift, which is of course known as the Stellavator. But her equipment needs will change as she grows.
Unfortunately, with the way that her equipment goes, is the minute we get something, we need something else.
And the nature of her disease, because it's progressive, you know, there's always going to be a new need and a new adaptation. And so as those things, as we're confronted by those things, we obviously need help to manage them.
Stella, tell me about your dog.
His name is Dorothy.
What do you like about him?
He's my favorite.
He's your favorite dog?
I'd like to play with him all the time.
Sarah and Miles have a simple message to people thinking of supporting Easter Seals.
If you choose to give, it will make an absolute difference in a person's life like my daughter's and a family like ours. That's as simple as it is. I mean, we needed help, we asked for help, and we got it from Easter Seals. And I feel like if you donate to Easter Seals, that's what you're donating to.
Stella's porch lift, or Stellavator, cost more than $4,000. When Stella's family called for help, Easter Seals was there. Your call right now can help ensure Easter Seals is there when other families make their call for assistance. There are more Stellas out there, and she is pretty awesome. Kevin?
Alison, thank you very much. And I just thought what CIBC stands for. Okay, go with me on this one. Okay, CIB stands for Cares Immensely About Children. Is that good? I'll go with it. Is that good? Okay, because you are, yes. And we have Team CIBC in front of me right now. Matt and Vanessa are back. No math this time, I promise you. Okay. All right, so with Team Next, what does it mean to you, and how does that translate into helping out at the telethon?
Through CIBC Team Next, I am just encouraged to achieve my dreams. And it's just like Easter Seals. We're helping kids achieve whatever they want. And CIBC is actually really helping me do that. I was on the verge of quitting my sport last year. And it was an email from CIBC that said, "We believe in you." And that's why I decided to continue in my sport.
All right, and you do a lot for Easter Seals as well. You've been with us for like 30 years.
For over 30 years, and we've contributed over $900,000 to this wonderful program to help give kids just a chance of a lifetime in the summertime to experience a fully accessible camp. So we're just so proud of this work and being behind this charity.
Okay, so I'm going to let you do a commercial here. Matt, how did you donate?
I used Kevin, I used my CIBC Aventura MasterCard and earned 100 Aventura points while making a difference in my community.
Wow, let's charge CIBC for that one. Okay, so apparently our producer likes the idea we start with a phrase, but he wants me to change it, and for good reason. We're going to start the clock right now because we want to raise $5,000 in 5 minutes. We can do that because we almost did it last time, $4,500, what we raised in 5 minutes last time. We can better that this time. There's more people awake. But what you have to do to start the clock is say, helping kids be kids, all right? So what is CIBC doing?
Helping kids be kids.
And so is Easter Seals. Here we go. The clock is going. Get to your phone right now and light up Mike's board.
We need you to light up the board. So here you see, I've got 23 phones available. What you call, please, move. It'll go down to 22. It really will. If you get up and go to the phone right now, it will change. It will go to 22. We need your help to help make a difference in a kid's life. Let's turn the conversation around. It's not what kids can't do. Let's talk about what they can do. When you dial in, they can do more. Natalie, over to you.
Thanks, Michael. How would you like to be an angel? You can be an angel. You can get those wings with a donation of $100 or more. That puts you on our wonderful angel board over there. Also, enter your name into a draw for 2 economy class Air Canada flights anywhere in North America, maybe Mexico, maybe not the worst idea. Allison, over to you.
Thanks, Natalie, and thank you to Rob Lowe in London for $100 and Mary Rita in Woodbridge for $100. Kevin?
All right, thank you very much for that. And we have, well, just a little less than 4 minutes, but we can do it. Please, we are live right now. And I want to prove we're live. Sorry, Matt, I'm just going to reach my phone here because a lot of people feel we're taped or that. I tell you what, I'm going to do a selfie with my buddy Mike here. Hold on. See, now of all the times.
Okay, teamwork. I'm going to hold this.
There we go. Okay,
good,
ready?
Good.
All right, here we go. Right? And wow, you're much better looking than I am. I'm going to tweet that up. We want you to go to your phone right now because, yeah, it is actually going to matter right now. We are not taped. We are waiting for you to ring these phones right now. Easter Seals, the kids, they are waiting for you to ring these phones as well. Mike, over to you.
I want to say, Gary Nichols, thank you so much for your donation from Mississauga. I also want to thank Sabrine L. Baruti of Toronto. Thank you so much for your donation. Fatina Almeida, $40 from Mississauga. Thank you so much for your donation. And Mr. Doug Markle, a donation of $75 from Hamilton. He's a Ticat fans. Ticat fans, we love you too today. Please call in now, okay? We need your help. Natalie, over to you.
Well, I have a donation here from Frank Akito, $100. That makes you an angel, Frank, from Guelph. We also have Stephanie Corfield, $25 from Burlington. We love Burlington. If you're in Burlington and you're watching right now, this is your chance to join Stephanie. Call in now. Allison?
Okay, we have some thank you to Connie Barrow in Oakville and Florent Gontier in Toronto for $50. And we have Paulina and, Caliento. Oh, it's from the CIBC client team. Thank you for $50. Kevin?
Caliente. All right, thank you very much. Vanessa?
We have Steve Fiorini from Aurora for $40, and actually our own Mr. Pinball Clemens for $100.
Thank you, Mike.
We've got Brent Vanbury for $100 and Adam Kletta for $10.
All right, thank you very much. And you know what? That money doesn't leave Mike very easily. Have you seen Diane's shoes? Have you seen Diane's shoes at all, my friend?
Well, we are so excited. I'm here with Ezra from CIBC, and she's going to talk a little bit about a few donations that have come in.
Sure, Pinball. I have Maritime Valentine here, $50. I have Betty Leslie, $100.
Toronto,
thank you so much. Yes. I have right here a Rhonda Diaz, $300. Last but not least, we have Doug Eckhurst with a cool $1,000.
Doug! And may I add to that, Muriel as well, Doug. And Muriel, thank you so much. Over to you, Natalie.
Thanks. Well, we love to hear that, and we also love to hear from Violet Allen in Barrie, $50. Snea Capadia in Etobicoke, $25. We've got Alana Long in Toronto, $25. And Jenny Ma in Mississauga, $50. Thank you so much. Allison, over to you.
Okay, thank you to Lori Craggs in Boodley for $100, another angel on the board. And thank you to Vanessa Lee. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa's on the phone right now, but she just gave us $100 in Toronto. Kevin?
All right, I don't know what number phone this is down here, but this one and this one are not ringing at the back here. So we want to make all these phones ring. And don't worry, I don't think you'll get a busy signal because there are extra phones just outside of the studio. Vanessa, what have you got there?
I have Jason Edwards from Stouffville for $100.
$100. And we have still another 18 seconds for you to get in and help us raise $5,000 during this corporate match. Mike.
And I am here at the board, and as my light circle is here, I've got 25 phones that are available. If you don't believe me, watch. See, I'm going to just come walk down here. See, these are members of CIBC. You see, she doesn't have a phone that is in her ear. Now, he doesn't have a phone that's by his ear. She doesn't have a phone that's by her ear. He doesn't have. We need the phone to ring. Thank you so much for going over right now. You saw how I walked down, right? That's how long it takes you to walk over to your phone, pick it up, and dial. Help kids be kids. Natalie, over to you.
And you know what? You don't even have to walk over to the phone. If you're sitting there with your laptop on your lap, you can donate at easterseals.org. I have a pledge here from Fiona McClure, $100. Thank you so much. Allison?
Thank you to Sally Warburton in Toronto for $100. You're an angel, Sally. And Lorena Coelho in Woodbridge, $25 a month. Lorena, you are brilliant because becoming a monthly donor is a fantastic way to help out Easter Seals kids. So please, we're waiting for you to pick up that phone and call us and become monthly donors. Kevin?
All right, and we want to thank our team here from Team CIBC. Remember, CIBC stands for CARES. What was it? Cares insanely about children? Something like that. All right, so we want you to care about the kids as well. It's so easy. You just go to your phone. I know you want to. I know right now you're thinking, you know what? I really do want to. Just stop thinking about it. Please just do it. It's very easy. If you want to give $120, it's only going to cost you $12 a month. You can become a monthly donor, and we have all sorts of great prizes we're vying for as well, so stay tuned. We'll explain about that. 416-205-3300. Make these phones ring right now. 1-866-997-5799, no matter where you are. Or is it easterseals.org? easterseals.org. You can make a donation just like that. You don't even have to talk to these people because I know they look very mean and menacing. Let's go over to you, Mike.
You know what? Kevin, Les Keogh has caught on to it. He has donated $20 monthly. That's almost a day at camp. That equals $240, but he's doing it a little bit at a time. Now, we also have Elizabeth Kachakala of Toronto. She's donated $20 as well. Diana Matsky of Etobicoke, thank you so much for your $20 donation. I also want to thank Juliet Walker for a $50 donation from Ajax. Natalie, over to you.
Well, you know, Easter Seals began with neighbors helping neighbors, and what better a thing to do on this beautiful Sunday than help kids in your community, kids with physical disabilities, allowing them to be just like every other kid. That's what Carl Borney has done here today from Toronto, $20. Thank you, Carl. Allison?
Thank you to Adam Coletta in Toronto and Jason Edwards in Stouffville for $100, and our very own host, Brent Bambury, in Toronto for $100. Back to you, Kevin.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm on TV right now. I can't. All right. So you just got off the phone, just literally with John.
Literally got off the phone with John Carson, and he's happy to donate today $25 for us.
All right, from Fallowfield, Ontario. Thank you very much. We want to say hi to everyone out in the Eastern Ontario area today. We want you to call as well. Remember, the money that you call in, it doesn't come all to Toronto. It will stay in your community to help out in your community. Easter Seals doesn't have any borders. Mike, over to you.
That's the key. It's right here in your community, and it's whatever you can afford. $35, $50, $75, whatever you can afford. If you can do $100, you'll go to our Angel Board. Now, we have a very, very, a special challenge. An Argo alumni called, you know us guys running around. Hey guys, listen, I know we're older now, but we can still give. That's one thing we can still do. So a challenge to the alumni, I'm gonna give, I'm gonna do it. I'm meeting the challenge, I want you to. All the Argo alumni, call in right now. Natalie, over to you.
Thanks, Mike. Well, with every donation, you are helping families in your community buy the kind of equipment that they need for their children. Without a ceiling track lift, a mother can't lift her teenage son out of bed. This is expensive equipment that you can help that family afford. Allison?
Well, Natalie, I'm waiting to be able to say thank you. We were on a roll, but we have a lot of phones available right now, 23 phones. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to pick up that phone and call. Now, I realize it might be intimidating to hear people calling and giving $100 or $250 up to $1,000. Maybe you can't do all of that right now, but can you do $21 a month? That's 70 cents a day. And that is a day at camp for a very deserving Easter Seals kid. So please, we need to hear from you because these kids are awesome and they deserve the freedom, mobility, access to integration that every kid gets. Kevin?
Indeed, and like we say, there are no borders here. There are no borders. Hey, good morning to Sudbury, North Bay, Timmins. How you doing this morning? Out into the valley, Ottawa, Pembroke, Renfrew. Want you to give us a call as well. How about down into to London, to Sarnia, everywhere in Ontario? We want you to call right now. What about Mimico, East York, all sorts of places? Please call right now. Represent your town, and you know who can make a difference. I'll tell you who can make a difference. I can make a difference. That's right. You need to be saying this to you at home. I can make a difference. Mike? I got a letter for you.
All right.
There you go.
Well,
I can make a difference.
Oh, say it together. 1, 2, 3. I can make a difference. Yes, you can, and you can make a difference just like Jenny did.
Jenny Collins donated $30.
And Mrs. Terry Noble of Newmarket, Ontario, donated $100. And Mrs. Noble, you have a very big heart.
An angel.
And thank you, Marlene Simpson. Thank you very much for your donation for $50 from Bolton, Ontario.
Thank you so much. And Kevin, if you're ready, if the set's back together, I'm going to come back to you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's go to our Easter Seals host at the regional desk, Casey and Abigail. Hi, guys.
Thank you, Kevin. James Brown donated $15 from North York, Ontario. John Clark donated $20 from Toronto. And Pat Jones donated $10 from Maple, Ontario. Over to you, Abby.
And we have Joe Black from Barrie, Ontario, donated $20. Tom Bloom from Newmarket donated $15. And last but not least, Mary Smith from Don Mills, who also donated $20. Over to you, Patricia.
A big thanks to our sponsor, the CIBC today. Thank you for all that you do. And you at home as well, the community, the angels watching today, you can become a monthly donor as well. Also enter your name into a draw for these Easter Seals limited edition his and hers Movado watches. Guess what? They're worth $650. What a steal. Please call us now at the number below and visit easterseals.org to become a monthly donor. We're going to actually get to a couple donations right now. I'd like to mention John Court from Brampton, a $100 donation. Thank you so much for that. Juliana Fenn from Toronto, $200. What an angel you are. I'll wrap it up now, and of course, we'll continue to talk about more donors coming up. Over to Kevin.
All right, thank you very much. All right, Matt and Vanessa are back. We're front stage right now. You have a check presentation for us. Where does this come from?
This check is actually coming from CIBC.
All right, so what do you have? Reveal, please.
Kevin, we are pleased to present Easter Seals with a check for $10,000.
Thank you very much. $10,000. Please make those phones ring, and let's go back to Patricia.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And of course, make those phone rings, call us, and if you donate $100 or more, you can get on the board right behind us. Of course, you can become a part of this angel board and so much more. You can also send those kids to camp. Also, enter your name into a draw for 2 economy class tickets to any scheduled Air Canada destination in North America. That includes Hawaii, Mexico, and the Caribbean. Let's get to some of our angels on the angel board. We'll start with Karen Booth from Wasaga Beach. Thank you for your $100. Mary Okopna from Nepean, $300. What an angel you are. Gail Wilson from Pickering has earned her wings today. $100 donation. Hazel Switzer from Burlington, you earned your wings and a halo, $300. Lena Stevenson from Thornton, $100, as well as Jeremy Dietrich from Toronto, another $100. Now, Joan McQuad from Brampton, thank you so much for your donation. And Shannon Osadik from Thunder Bay, get this, guys, $500, an amazing donation. John McGrogan from Midland, another $100, as well as Eleanor from King City. Thank you so much, Kathy from London, for your $100 donation as well. I'll wrap it up there. Keep on donating. Mike, over to you.
All right, I'm back here with Matt and Vanessa, and they're not twins. They're the same people. Matt and Vanessa, they're just so charitable, and this time they have a donation from CIBC's Children's Foundation. Right? And how much is your donation from the Children's Foundation?
Well, Mike, we weren't ready to leave yet, so we wanted to donate another $10,000.
$10,000! $10,000! Yeah, you know what that means? If you want to take CIBC's lead and you've already made a donation, you can do the same thing again, just like CIBC. Patricia, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mike. And yes, you can continue to donate all telethon long. Let's get to those donations and all the angels that have earned their halos and wings today. $100 from Frank in Guelph. Thank you for your donation. Loretta Parsons, I know you're watching and your grandson is here. A special shout out to you. You are an impeccable angel. Thank you for all that you do. From
Newfoundland. Wow, $100 donation. Jennifer Shortley from Ottawa, our nation's capital, another $100. Joanne Greenway from Orden Mennonites, rather, $100 as well. We're looking at Mike Clemens. He donated $100. A round of applause for Mike Pinball. Thank you for all that you do. This is beautiful. Let's continue with more donations. Brent Brambury from Toronto, right here in the downtown core, $100. Lorena Kohalo from from Woodbridge, she's actually one of our monthly donors. 12 times $25. That equals $300. An angel you are. Monthly donor indeed. You can do that as well by calling us. Jason Edwards from Stouffville, $100 again. And Doug and Morel from Axhurst and Markham, $1,000. Thank you for all that you do. The donations will continue to come, and remember, anything can get you, of course, get these kids to Easter Seals Camp. $250 gets into camp. More donors to come. Over to Kevin.
All right, thank you very much, Natalie. We are going to take a look at how much has been raised so far. This thing's only been on the air for an hour. Let's keep our fingers crossed, shall we? We'll let that drum roll and take a look up there. And our total so far to date here in the Easter Seals Telethon for 2014 is $26,000. Not bad for an hour's worth of work, is it? We want to thank Casey and Abigail as well. So let's go back to you, Brent.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Easter Seals is saddened by the passing of the Honourable Jim Flaherty. Mr. Flaherty was 2013 Toronto's tribute recipient, and he was a dear friend of Easter Seals. You knew him, of course, as a very charismatic politician, a cabinet minister, but to us, he was a member of the Easter Seals family. And joining me right now is another member of that family, Alison Mccauley, who's mother of 2012 Provincial Ambassador Brandon and Easter Seals Youth Abigail, who we just saw. And hi, how are you, Alison? Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
So we're hearing a lot today about the costs to a family if you have a child with a physical disability. What can you tell us about that? What are the costs?
Well, when you have children with disabilities, nothing is quite as normal as it is for other people. And you have a lot of costs for equipment and adaptive devices, perhaps in your vehicle or in your home, and home renovation.